All right, Keaton's question is up next. It says, my wife and I are 22 and we're following the FOO. We're both working full time and on number 5. We opened our first Roth just last night and are feeling overwhelmed with all the choices. What do we do?
Oh, man.
I mean, like, this is actually very exciting.
By the way, just because I have it right in front of me, for a 22-year-old, every dollar has the potential to become $66, close to $67. It's right there on the rounding point. So that is the fact that you guys have already made it to step 5 of the financial order of operations. This is the excitement. This is that tax-free growth opportunity. You are absolutely crushing it. And I also hear you. Coming from a family of not having money growing up, and my parents' idea of investing was CDs, I kind of felt like this whole wonderful world of finance was overly complicated. But let me tell you, there is a better way, and I'll let Bo kind of share. If you can figure out how much you can save and invest and when you'll need the money, there's something that can solve all your problems.
Yeah, and you ought to go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back, just even at this stage, because you've done a few things very, very right. One, you said, I'm following the financial order of operations. If you're hearing that and you don't know what that is, go out to moneyguy.com/resource. You can actually download the deliverable. It is a 9-step.
We're back to being able to wave the whole page.
It is I just noticed we took them out. It is a 9-step, tried and true process that tells you exactly what to do with your next dollar. So you have a process that you're following. That's step 1. Give yourself a pat on the back. Step 2, you said you opened up a Roth IRA. So you did this last night. You've already narrowed down the types of decisions and the world of decisions you have to make, because you had to choose where you opened that. Did you open it at Fidelity or Vanguard or Charles Schwab? So you've already kind of narrowed in that thing. Now you got to figure out, okay, how much am I going to save? We're going to advocate that I max it out. This year, if you're under 50 years old, you can put $7,000 into your Roth IRA, which is incredible. So that's how much to save. And now comes the big question. Okay, what do I invest in? Where do I put it? Well, Brian already alluded to this. If you can answer 2 questions, how much can I save? And when do I think I can need this money? You can solve the investment problem. You can answer the investment question by using what are known as target retirement index funds. These are funds that are set to allocate automatically based on a specific date. So let's say that you think you might want to retire in the year 2060. And let's say that you opened your Roth IRA at Fidelity. You could go look at the Fidelity Freedom 2060 Index Fund, and you can put all of your contributions in that fund. And right now, while we're a long way away from the year 2060, it's going to be very, very aggressive. Going to have a lot of stock exposure. But as we move through time and as you get closer and closer to that target date, it will naturally get more conservative for you. So this is a great tool for folks that are just starting out on their wealth building journey to use to begin building their army of dollar bills.
The only thing I'll close it out with, you notice he said index target retirement fund. That's different than the more expensive target retirement funds. We're actually like the index variety. And then the second thing I always hear criticism on is people say, man, they're just too conservative. I would encourage you, the 3 biggest providers are Vanguard Investments with their target retirement funds, Fidelity with their Fidelity Freedom Index funds, and then Charles Schwab has their own version of target retirement index funds. Go look at all 3 of the varieties if that's where you do your due diligence and research, and figure out which ones kind of have the right glide path. And what if you're hearing that term for the first time, glide path means they start off super aggressive and then they get more conservative as the years roll forward and you get closer to that age of when the money will mature or be available to you. Just look at those asset allocation changes and see what reflects your desires, your goals, and then good luck, because you're crushing it. 22 being at step 5 of the financial order of operations. Don't forget, when you get to the level of success, complexity will come your way, and hopefully you will remember the abundance cycle.